Instagram just fed all of your art to an AI. And while you don't want to leave the platform, you have been seeing others leave, so you are thinking about it. Is there anything that you can do to protect your art from AI and keep building an audience on Instagram? And what if I told you that there is a way to protect your art from AI while also making Instagram's AI worse? And does that have any consequences on your art? Well, let's get to it. Now, Instagram, owned by Meta, has been using every image on Instagram to train their AI so it can generate its own images. This is a problem for two reasons. First, this means that if you have a large library of images on Instagram, people should be able to use Meta's AI to create images in your style. It is possible with every other AI, so I don't see why this one would be any different. Second, you may not know this, but your artwork has copyright. That means that you own it. And if you own it, companies that want to use your artwork should pay you for it. And the truth is that it's impossible to put that genie back in the lamp. And we won't see AI companies giving us money for it anytime soon. So, whether you like it or not, your artwork has already been stolen by Meta. But it is not all doom and gloom, because there is something that you can do to protect your art that you want to post from now on. There are a few very simple and very effective things that you can do. The first one is very easy. If you live in the EU, you can opt out from having Meta use your images to train their AI. If you don't live in the EU, I'm sorry, you can't opt out. So now that we covered the peaceful path, let's get in a fight. There are two tools that you can use to protect your artwork from the AI. One is a shield, and the other one is a sword. And both are programs that you can download and use in your computer. Both of these programs will take your image and add a layer of protection against AI. So let's start with the shield. Glaze. What you need to know about Glaze is that it uses a style transfer technique. It is very similar to the camera filters that you use in your phone, and this will make the AI believe that your artwork is in another style. So if you do something like a picture book image like the ones that I do, the Meta AI will believe that you made a low poly piece of art, or whatever this is supposed to be. All you have to do is download the software from the website, linked below. You have to open the program, and you will be able to choose the intensity of the protection that you want in your image. But be warned that the more intense you choose the protection to be, the more artifacts it will show. But honestly, the only artifacts that I found in my image were in the hardest mode, so I think it is safe to say that the default setting is more than okay for social media. Glaze is already enough to protect your artwork from the AI scraping, but if you want something more aggressive, that was the shield, now let's go with the sword. Or maybe I should say poison dart. Because Nightshade, the other software made to protect art from AI, is a lot more aggressive in its intent than Glaze. While the program looks very similar, Nightshade will first analyze your image to try to figure out what it is. And then it will poison the file, so when the AI scrapes it and tries to learn from it, it will see something else, ruining the interpretation of the image. And if you have an AI trained with images with night glaze, if a user asks for an image of a dog, they will get a picture of a cat. Keep in mind that just like with glaze, the more the protection that you put in the image, the more artifacts will appear. So these two tools are more than enough to protect your images from AI scraping. And you should do it not only on Instagram, but you should do it everywhere else. But is there a downside to doing any of this? Well, yes, but it is a very quirky one. But if you use Glaze or Nightshade to protect your images, AI detection software will believe that your image was done with AI. Why? Well, because it was. Both Glaze and Nightshade use AI to poison the images and recreate them. So technically, in the recreation, they were remade with AI. But I think that we can live with that. So you should download this software immediately and use it every time that you want to post something online. Protecting your art is the most important thing that you can do. And now you have the right tools to do it. So now that you know how to protect your images, how about a tip to make your images pop a little more? Because I have a video about it for you, and it is right here.